Unmanaged server from Rackspace is a cost-saving option, and you can log in either from manage.rackspacecloud.com or my.rackspacecloud.com. That is the new URL for the new control panel. And after you have logged in your Rackspace Cloud account, you'll see a blank web page like this. I meant to say there is no server. Give your server a name, any name, does not matter, and do not attach .com because it will create confusion, and select the region as per your need, else keep it as default. We are using a Debian 7 VZ install ISO, and actually for a single site 512 MB RAM is enough, but for our purpose, for faster work, we are using a 4 GB instance. Copy the password, open any text editor, clearly write this is the password, and the next field will be the IP address. Sometimes we need to reload this page, web page, whilst in the middle of the server building process, and you'll see that it has jumped to 17% from 0%. And here is the public net, that is the IP address of the server. And here I will write the commands for easy usage. And we are using a computer that has a OS X installed. OS 10, not X. That X is R1X. That's 10. And the command is ssh root at IP address. So I am copy pasting as RTF format. So let's copy pasted the style as well. Clean it up. Just looking up that command root at this IP address. This is the command for login to your server from SSH, and this command is for changing the password. This is very important because the password is actually automatically generated, and you must use your own command, password. And here is our website. You can search for the commonly asked questions like how you can add a domain to your Rackspace Cloud Server. It is actually very easy. You do not need any knowledge of virtual host for single server, single domain name installation. That is why the control panel is a very good option, and it is better to keep two web domains separate on separate server for one server configuration. and you can see another window that is of Microsoft Windows. It is another software that is need to be used for Windows users. For Linux user, there is a terminal default application, and for OS 10 we have a default terminal application, plus we can use item 2. Item was official version before, and here is the tool that is called Putty, and it is the SSH shellnet software for Windows, and it is a very good software for telnet purpose. So our server is ready. By this time we can log in, and here you can actually add the host name. This is IP v4 and v6, and you can see our other accounts, actually associated accounts configuration can be seen here. Fine, we cannot show you the to change this, but definitely from the name you can understand you can change the name server or IP address. So here we go. The first command is to SSH to our server, that is to log into our server from command line. We have to save the RSA key, and it is asking for the password, and the password is the auto-generated password. We are not changing the password in this example, because if we change the password there is no meaning, because we have to ultimately delete the password, and there is a typographical mistake as well. Anyway, this is the whole set of logical set of commands we'll need to run. If any component is not known whether installed or not installed, you can run which command, which nano. And for example, you do not know where any file is located. For example, sources.list in case of a Debian. In that case, which has not been shown in this video, many parts you might have many questions. For in these situations, never override anything, just go and search. Perform a clean search about your query. For example, I do not know where is the sources.list in Debian. So sources.list in Debian 7, and this is the sources.list wiki, Debian wiki. We can see that all the contents are here is listed, and you will see that if I copy paste this command, you will see the original. And actually this is modified by Rackspace because there is a mirror in Rackspace for faster installation. Is very helpful, but you can add your the official sources if you want. So copy, highlight it, the full, copy it, and first I have to do one thing. These are practices in command line added by me, so that I can identify which part has been added by me. In case I have done any mistake, it can be somehow it has not been copied to a clipboard. So I am working from the keyboard. Control and O, write out. Again, open the file. You will see the changes are still. It's nice. Now we will use setup command. That's you. Even if you do not know about Linux, you can easily install. This is apt-get is the beginning command of for running any command. Apt-get update. We need to update the server, and you can see it's finding the closest mirror. Automatically Debian will choose, any Linux will choose the closest mirror. It is very basic thing. And first second command is apt-get upgrade. If there is any major upgrade, we upgrade it as well. Some softwares are installed in the Rackspace version of Debian. For example, wget is installed. I guess it is not installed in the server version. This is for the easy work, so that we do not have to install wget, y, etc. Nano, probably Nano is not not in the Debian package officially. Y is in this package. Y is a short form of Vim text editor. Anyway, there is nothing to fear. Just you will need the thing. Second thing is I'm going to show you. If at this moment I visit this IP address, it will show cannot connect to server because there is nothing online. But after running this command, we will see that the website has been online. And in any case you need any help, you can check for the source codes, gists. If you search with my name, for example, I'm typing it out here because there are people from various part of this world, and unfortunately our names are not universal. All over the world different kinds of names are used, and we do not have any control with our name, like our folders. So copy, you can copy the command from our web page associated with this video, because it is a bigger command, and this is a MySQL database setup, and it is asking for a password. Type a password of your own, and just use the cursor keys and enter key. This is the output. If you are wondering what these are running, this is the output of the commands. There are if there is any problem, the server administrator can understand that there is this part has created the problem. This is end of this part, and we will see whether it loads or not. It works. It is the default web page for Apache 2. To visualize the theme, first check the page speed with 4 GB of RAM and default installation. So went to web page test, this standard battery of test. You can see the amazing speed. It's loading within far below 1 second. Fine, there is actually nothing, and it is an HTML page. That's an important thing. And what I visually want to make you show, from command line, most of us cannot understand what the actual folders are. This is a very common problem, and I will use a FTP software. You can use a FileZilla. It's a WinSCP, which is intended for when Microsoft Windows. It is a ported version for Office 10. So actually the keyboard mapping is like Windows. It is Control V for paste, not Command V. But WinSCP ported version is, I think it is a better version than FileZilla. It is quite inconvenient and too much complex. It will also ask for to save the key separately, and you can see here is the aptitude folder, and we are not, here is the root of the server. You can visually see the directories, and if you go to the var www, you will see the HTML file. This is the file of Apache that is giving you the output. It works. We can change it to test. Save it. It will take a bit time to get updated. You can see the changes below. Connecting, done. It's complete. So close it and load the page. You will see the change. We are testing. That's what I typed. So everything is ready. So what I want to do is, you can now, in this case, you can install the, you can see the folders, but you need a interface for MySQL. So we will install PHP MyAdmin. That will give you select Apache 2. It will ask for password. So there is no need of your any web control panel, because web control panel is also a part of the software, also a web software, and it will run for 24 hours, 365 days. So for single server, one website configuration, actually you will never need a web control panel. The thing is not actually, there is no need to configure anything except we are showing. If you follow other most of the common common configuration, you will see there are a lot of works, but we do not need to work because they just check whether it is running fine. Everything has been, every point has been written in the text just to show you in real. You can see the problem of giving the .com after your server's name. It will mislead you. As you are new, you will think that uh, the website name is that is the direction is right. No, it is not, because we can actually go to our website separately. That at the beginning of this video guide, I said that do not use any domain name at the end of the server's name, because it will create your confusion. Not understand whether this is a part of name server propagation or not. For Rackspace, the name server propagation hardly takes 15 minutes in general. So practically it is real time. If you set the TTL rightly, it will not take much time. Officially is although up to 72 hours, but actually the thing happens within 15 minutes. And there are other I have written other written guides. You can fasten this thing. You do not want to go to that part. And this is the virtual host in case of you need for to use SSL. You have to configure from there. And this is the mod rewrite mode. I have enabling the mod rewrite mode and restarting the server. Just Apache 2. Just check whether it is running fine or not. I have not went to the details of these previous two comments, because you can actually see the text, or even you cannot, if you do not do, there is not much problem with configuration. And but this part is very important to find the lines. It is a practically there is 1600 lines, and it is impossible for a normal human to find, especially a new by to find a proper line. There are lines that needs to be changed. So what we have done is using the finding key. You can see we have searched it and changed it. Easy, just like we do in our graphical user interface in our operating system. It is just written in text. The difference is that memory lead 12 MB is not. These are the values I am changing to are the commonly accepted values. Obviously, you can increase them as per your need, or they can decrease them. 500 MB. I can see from the voiceover, actually there are only 6 minutes left. 24 minutes gone. That means that there are not much work left. Because I made the command in one line. That is a major thing. So in this way, you have to change all the our. It, we think these are important parameters. And if you go to server for any forum, you will see that every server administrator is will suggest you to change these parameters, because these are for very low configuration servers and for simple installation and a simple running of HTML websites. It's not actually for PHP, especially a CMS like WordPress. This timeout is very important. You might have to increase this timeout. Delete them. There's no need. Make it smaller. So this is to restart the server. Apache to restart. Instead of restarting the server, we're restarting only the Apache 2. And if you point to PHP my admin, it will return error. This is a very commonly done mistake by you guys. If in any case you have forgotten how you can return back this thing, you will see that it is one of the most searched search term. Whether it is Ubuntu or Debian. Basically, as you know that Ubuntu is a derivative of Debian, based on Debian, and this is the actual thing we need. We have to symlink these two files, because two configuration is conflicting, and that is returning that. We do not need sudo next command. We just need to reload the Apache 2, and you will see that it's working. Just this is fine. And if we use our username and password, we can create we can log into our phpMyAdmin database, and we can create a database from going to the databases. This is needed for our completing our WordPress installation. Obviously, you will not use such a easy name like WordPress. It is for example, and this is, you can see the privileges. So root has all the privileges. Do not override these settings, because without understanding what you are doing, you'll get a lot of errors. Specifically, once done, you cannot undo on phpMyAdmin. And actually, I know that wget is not needed, because wget is installed directly, not needed to be installed. So just see, yes. So we have to install we have to download the WordPress first, and this is the wrong thing, because we have to download in proper place. This is the proper place, that is the www folder. So first go to change directory, that means cd to var www, and then remove the index file. There is nothing, and you will wget the latest version of WordPress. So If you reload, actually you can see the folder. I unzipping the untarring the compressed folder tar with a negative sign xzpf and the file's name, full name, that will untar the whole thing. And if you reload, we'll see here the change, but it will go inside the WordPress folder, which is not our actual um, need. We have to move this file to the root, otherwise the installation will become like your domain name.com WordPress slash. That is not our desired default installation. You can do it from command line, or you can do from FileZilla or any FTP software. There is no actual issue. So there is not much story behind. It is quite easy. The basic thing you need to do is that you need to change the ch mode. That is means the permission of the file, because if you do not change the permission, you have to go through that a bad process of using the editing the wp config sample.php and renaming it. It is a very pathetic thing. Actually it will check for a valid email address. Valid means just it needed at and .com. That is, this is your WordPress installation, admin, and my password. The password is very strong. Password 123. Do not use this kind of strong password, because it is WordPress will detect it is a very strong password. It's actually very bad password, easy to guess. And this is our website with IP address.